guys, today I'm here in Dallas in a very, very nice school from Mr. Ron Browning. So, and I'm very happy being here, and it's a big honor to me to
my pleasure.
meet you here and to have some questions. So,
Okay.
Mr. Browning, I know you for more than 20 years, and you look like probably the same, you know. So
Like I said, Elvis,
what is the secret
Elvis
of that?
visits me about once a month, and my head just keeps staying dark, you know.
So, okay, so for how many years you stay in martial arts?
This year will be 54 years.
Oh my goodness.
Started when I was 17, and I'm 71 now.
Oh,
so,
my goodness.
You know, I'm still rolling. I'm still rolling.
So what are you start with? What is your style based
Well,
on?
here's a neat thing, and this kind of covers what one of your topics about, you know, what you're doing after 40 and so forth. I started out at 17 in the Navy doing Okinawa style karate,
Okay.
and which I thought was the greatest thing in the world. It's the first thing I learned. And I came back to the States, still in the service, looking for a karate school. I actually walked into a judo jiu-jitsu school, which was actually on the wall at J.
Oh, yeah, sure,
okay?
yeah.
And so I got my black belts in judo and jiu-jitsu. And then I met Jimmy Wu in the early 60s, Kung Fu San Soo, studied with him for 25 years.
Oh wow.
Then during that process, I became a professional boxer at the Main Street Gym. Then I went to Thailand on a trip, came back, and started getting into Muay Thai. And then about that time was when I met Professor Wally J, who was the Professor Randy Priestess. And I transitioned from there, and actually just before I had met them, I was already, had just met the Gracies, which were just started in California. So one of the neat things for me is I got to go to the source of everything. Although they had some fine instructors, students from all those people, but I got to go to the sources. You know,
Okay.
and boy, that made such a difference, and I understand more now than I did then. So this really got me really well-rounded, and from there, wrestling and so many different. So I've studied probably, when I say studied, I've dabbled about 20 different styles. I've done 9 of them a little intensely, and 5 of them till I got belt ranking and, you know, black belts. And it took all these years to really see that every art was just as good as the other. There are no bad arts. There's bad people doing some arts. That's basically what it is. You know
I mean,
what I mean?
that's a word. I mean, so you have so many years experience in so many different kind of styles. So what is, from your perspective, what's changing most from? I mean, if you watch back the last 40 years, so what is most changing in martial
Well, the
art?
biggest thing is it's no longer segregated. Martial arts are like cars. If you take the body off, you have 4 tires, an engine, a trans, they're basically all the same. Some are made high performance for racing.
Right.
Some are made for luxury, a lot of extras on there. Some
Yeah.
are made for off-road.
Oh yeah.
But they're all basically the same kind of car. The needs for most martial artists, you go 40 years back, it was because of less than military or law enforcement, it was really a sport. And the arts were so watered down, it was sport.
Right.
Confrontation through crime, and with the UFC opens people's eyes of what arts really were
Yes, sir.
in a real thing. All the old styles of karate, they were very classical looking. They came from war arts, but they got modified into something that everybody can do, and you build some character and get in shape. But the fighting was total BS, in my opinion. It wasn't
Right.
real.
Right.
What happened to me, I thought I was really good in martial arts, which I was, and then I tried boxing and got into professional boxing. Time I third degree black belt, destroyed me in 2 seconds. Oh my gosh. And I realized I was doing performances totally different when you really start laying it out.
Right, yeah, it's
So
a
that
different world,
changed
right,
my
yeah.
whole thing. Now since then, and you look at all the different systems they're integrating, and such as OWL, you know, with its Premier and the other organizations, where now let's put them together. You're going to have the thing you like best, or maybe fits your body best, but you got to know the ground, you got to know the standards, you got to know the weaponry. And people looking at it more as, I'd say there's 2 categories today. There's fitness,
Yeah.
because they can
Yep.
get so much fitness out of it.
Yep.
And the other is a security thing. The 2% are going to fight. Everybody thinks they want to fight. We put them in this cage, and no matter what they said, it's kind of like you tell me you know how to swim, but you've never been in water.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
I throw
that's
you in
right.
water, we're going to find out if
That's
you're one
right.
of these or if you're going to dog paddle.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can show me all the
Yeah,
strokes you
exactly.
know,
Yeah.
but you're not in water.
Yeah.
And so you have that There's a vast
Yeah.
difference from one end to the other.
Different worlds.
It's coming closer to the middle now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's because you get more than one view. We used to have one instructor. Or if he said it was dark today, it's dark.
Yeah.
I need my glasses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Today
Yeah.
we get more opinions.
Oh, yeah.
And so we're learning more.
Yeah.
And I think the only thing that there's good and bad with these things, because the traditional martial art thing was a matter of loyalty and being faithful to your sensei or your sifu or whatever. In the old days, cross training was not an option.
Yeah.
Today it's an option.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who do it right, in my opinion, bring in different systems to add to your system instead of jumping the system. I call these people mixed up martial artists. They're not mixed martial artists. They're mixed up martial artists. I do a week of kung fu, a week of taekwondo,
Exactly.
or which one am I doing, and which outfit do I put on?
Yeah.
I do one technique 1,000 ways. Now wear a different uniform to please that particular person, maybe.
That's right.
But it's the same thing. It's a jab cross hook with an open hand, a poke, or an elbow. It's still a jab cross hook.
Yeah.
And when you get to real fighting, like the cars, race cars have less equipment.
Right. You're right.
You got all the bells and whistles, you're not a race car.
You're right.
Come on, man. One shot, done.
So what do you think about people, they're very interested in martial art, but they cross the border to be 40 years old, maybe older. So many martial art teachers, they say, oh, if you are not start martial art with 6 years or 8 years, time is over for you. Better you go to play tennis or golf or something. So what
You know
do you
what?
think
When
about
I was
that?
younger, I might have said the exact same thing. You realize that person coming in at 40 should have some experience, and they have to have because they wouldn't still be here.
Yep.
They've learned a little bit more about life. They make better students. Number one, time is more important to it. I think we realize as we get older,
Yep.
what's the most important thing you have is time.
Yes.
The
Yes.
guy that's a mean,
Yep.
the guy, the Trump guy, he never gets to enjoy. He's working so hard, he has no time for himself.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
So I find that that person makes the best student. First of all, they're more experienced, they're a little more educated, they're going to be a little more patient, and they're going to learn to do things that complement what their body can do. You know, the old school, you must do this, that way. Why? What doesn't fit you? Or you have someone who's handicapped.
Yep.
Well, I
Yep.
don't have any legs.
You're right.
Well, you have to learn kicking. I don't have any legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I find that we have a lot of students in that range. We have some students in their 60s. And it's wow. And they're not looking to get in the UFC, but they're getting confidence, they're staying active, and
Right.
we take, and every art has something to add to it that makes it work.
Yeah.
It's a matter of, hey,
Yeah.
that makes them feel comfortable, give them some confidence.
Yep.
But I would say our system, we would get a lot of people that cross over from the fitness, and I just want to know what to do in case I get attacked. Okay, well, hey, let's talk about prevention, not get in there. If it does happen, I'll give you some skills, get away. I'd like to be a fighter. We'll look at 2 or 3 years.
Or did you think that changed the mind of these people? They just a little older, or do you think that's right?
Well, they're more
it's not a
logical.
physical question, right?
Not physical, it's more of a, they're more logical too. It's not always talk about, you know, the punch you don't throw will never land. Probably the most important punch you ever throw is the one you don't throw. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you pull a knife on
Yeah.
me, and the 2 guys behind you with a gun. Well, that's kind of stupid me to try to take the knife away. You know what I mean? I'm going to
Yeah.
win a fight, lose a war.
Yeah.
So you find the maturity, they make better students. And they're more responsible. Financially, they can afford and they value what they're spending. The younger kids, they're not paying for it. They don't care what it costs. You know what I mean? I just find that it's certainly not a senior citizen, but I find those people more mature, and as long as you train them right and they learn it by degrees where they don't get hurt, you never know. You can take guys, there's a lot of guys in the UFC now that actually started very, very late, but they were good athletes and they learn quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
The homegrown is, and Abed Al will testify to this too, that he has a tremendously great school and a big school, but today's generation, they don't stay with it like the old days. When I was training, 6 days a week, 5 days a week,
I know.
and my family, that was one of my sacrifices
I
because
know.
that was number one for me. I can't get people to do that anymore. There's so many choices, or what's
Yeah.
it's like, man, but they just
World
don't want it
is-
like I
you
wanted
know,
it.
the world is changing.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't fit in the lifestyle of many people.
Exactly,
So.
exactly.
But I mean, for me, a major question is, I mean, I know you for so many years, Mr. Browning, and so you are such good in shape. I mean,
Well,
what
I'm
is
mobile.
what is your secret, maybe? you know,
Dr. Pepper, Whataburger. No.
Dr.
It's like, I was talking to Bill Wallace one day, and he goes, well, we're going to start serving them, and where's McDonald's? I need a cheeseburger. You know what I mean? And both of us have a lucky that our genes, we can just eat something, and I put a little weight on it now because my wife's such a good cook. But we burn it off, you know what I mean? But I think what's kept me
But I mean, it's a question about discipline, right?
I just love what I do. See, this isn't a job to me. I can't wait. I don't come to work. This is what I do.
Yeah.
I've had jobs.
Yeah.
They paid a lot more money, by the way.
Yeah.
And I couldn't wait to get off to go do what I do now.
Yeah.
And as you get older, see, I'm 71 now, so the students find us out after we're gone, how much they meant to us.
Yeah.
Because when we're coming up, before 40, you're trying to build yourself with somebody.
Yeah.
I don't have to prove not to know anybody more.
That's right.
I want to prove what I can do for you.
Yeah. That's
I
right.
get that
Yeah.
back, and just
Yeah,
like you
things.
bring up a child, you go, wow,
Yeah.
that's my kid.
Yeah.
I
Right.
mean, well,
Right.
that's not my kid. You know what I mean, type
Yeah.
of thing. And I see that has been lost because of people not having a foundation in anything. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But martial arts changed my whole life. And I've made my best friends in the world all come from martial
Yeah.
arts. Like Mr.
It means
Gardner.
that it's a big
Yeah.
family, right?
It's a family. And like when something happens to him, it happens to me. It's not, there's a closeness that I've never seen in businesses in a lot of families. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's the real value for me.
Awesome. Awesome. So, what do you see in the future for you, especially for you as a martial art person, which has so many experience and so many lifetimes? So what do you see in the future for you, especially?
I think you have to go all the way back to
It means it never stops, right?
do one thing until you get it really, really good than trying to do 25 different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Build your craft and realize that all the different styles are just different ways to do the same thing. You know what I mean? Get with someone that really has knowledge, cares about the art, and cares about your character, and you're gonna build something. You're gonna build something. And in competition, you gotta be a people that do fighting.
Right.
I want to be a fighter. I can't put them in who are my non-fighters. It won't work. I want to be in the tank where the people fight. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
That's 2% of your business, and they don't have any money.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? Nice
Yeah.
for the trophy, nice
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
A few of them, but most of, you know what I mean? Whereas your general population, they can actually change their character in their life, their health, and they've added an element that they can protect themselves out there.
Yeah.
So the difference between a martial artist and being a fighter.
Yeah.
He's an 8th degree black belt, good, he's a
Yeah.
good martial artist.
Yeah, you're
My
right.
God, the guy don't have no belt, tear his ass up in 2 seconds. He's a fighter.
Yeah.
And people get confused. How come he? No. As long as I live, I can teach. I quit beginning a fight a long time ago. You know what I mean? Against a real top fighter. Some punk, I'm not surprised. Because my leg double surgery, I can't run from him. I can't hide, so I gotta try to talk this thing out. You know, not an element of surprise I might have, but I think you're just going to see. I think what you're going to see is more specialization and getting someone to stay with it. I think the number one thing is health. People looking about health. How can I
Yeah.
stay healthier? How can
I think it's the most
you know what I
important
mean?
thing.
And I think you're going to see more and more styles
Yeah.
bring that down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But hey, probably the best day to be a martial artist today. Look at, because you got all the systems working together before.
Yeah.
Before, when I was learning Japanese art and Chinese art, couldn't let either one know about it. Although my Japanese guy knew about Jimmy Woo, but I couldn't do that
Right.
because that was a no-no.
Yeah.
That prejudice was there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Japanese no good.
Yeah.
Chinese no good. Korean no good. That's
Yeah.
the way they were brought up. It wasn't that they really believed that. That's the way they were taught. And once you start integrating, wow, that's pretty good too. Well, what that car just beat me? Oh, that's a Honda. It's a Honda motor? Yeah, just one to left. Wow. But I thought they only made compact cars. Well, they make that too.
Yeah. You're
It's
right.
the engine.
Mm.
What's Kung Fu? Well, that's classical Kung Fu.
Mm.
This is combat Kung Fu.
Mm.
The Kung Fu movie you show, that's theatrics. The moves you show it up, that was done off a sword, by the way.
Right.
So it's education. It's education.
Well, Thank you, Mr.
Oh, you're welcome.
So
You're welcome.
that was a very nice experience here. I'm very thankful to be here. It's a very nice atmosphere in your
Thank you.
octagon, in your
Thank
school.
you.
It's very impressed, all that experience you have, all the famous people you work with, and
Well, I want to say one thing. You asked about what keeps you going. You know what keeps me young? Besides Dr. Pepper, whatever.
so I will.
Being around young people. No. If you surround yourself with old people, you sit around on a couch. You know.
That's right. That's
You know what I
right.
mean? Act your age. I don't know my age.
So
I judge it by the people I'm around.
well, I think people can learn a lot of your mentality power, and I think we're talking not just only about martial arts.
Oh, yeah.
So appreciate to be here. Thank you for the
Nice to meet you
interview,
again.
Mr. Browning, and the
My pleasure.
last word is yours. So
You always hear the cliche, I wish I had known this when I was younger. It takes experience. The experience is trial and error. Without that, you can't learn. Hey, man, I've made so many mistakes. You're pretty good, then you know something. The guys have never made a mistake. He's never tripped a chance. You know, that guy on the couch, oh, you should have done this. Why don't you try it?
that's right.
So, just keep hitting it, keep hitting it. And then the older you get, sometimes the smarter you get.
Thank you, Mr.
All right,
Browning.
thank you.
Thanks a lot.